everyone, it's Akasu again. So last time I was sort of like cutting out the patterns and whatnot. So this time we have the pattern cut out. But as I said earlier, my boyfriend's legs are an inch longer than the pattern calls for. So that means I have to lengthen the pattern. So on patterns, there will usually be a shorten or lengthen line, which is this line here. I don't know if you can see it. So to lengthen it, you cut along the line, and then you take a strip of paper that is the width of the pattern and however much you need to lengthen it by. For me, it is an inch, and this is a little bit over, so I can tape it. And you put it in. So I've lengthened the pattern now. So now you're ready for our layout. But before I go with that, I'm going to talk about the fabric a little. Fabric has a right side and a wrong side. For prints, it's the side that looks sort of faded. That's the wrong side, and the right side is the bright, vibrant side that you can clearly see all the prints on it. Now fabrics, for this fabric it's all one color, so I'm choosing this inside side as the right side. When you do your layout, the right sides are always together. Now, fabrics, also, you got your raw edge, which is the side which will fray. You have your selvages, which is the side that won't fray until you cut it. And you have your bias, which is the about 45-degree angle. Bias. Now, you also have your grain line. The grain line is important. On your pattern, you will have a line that goes like this, with an arrow on top, and you align this line with your selvage so that all your pattern pieces and all the fabric, it's all going the same way. This is really important for prints, not so much for solid colors like mine. What you want to do is try and make that line as straight as possible to the selvage. If you don't, especially on a print, it will be noticeable. So now choosing which layout to use, because in a pattern you will find multiple different layouts. So you know your size already, and you should already know the width of your fabric. That really helps in buying the right amount. To find it, you fold your fabric in half, measure to the half point, the times by 2, and that is the width of your fabric. So what you do is you find the view that you want to do, the width of your fabric, and sometimes your size, and you find which layout it is. For me, doing size large with 60-inch width for view A is this layout here. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so here's my layout. Some of the pieces, such as this one and this one, need to be put on again once I cut it out, because they need 4 pieces instead of 2. And some of the pieces say place on fold, such as this one, place on fold. So what you do is you just put them on the fold. You don't cut here, you just cut around like that. And you do not cut this side at all. And yeah, basically just make it look like that picture as much as you can, and you'll do fine. And as you can see, I've got leftover fabric, so if I need to scrap for something, I'll have it. So yeah, that's your layout. Just cut it out and you're done your layout. So once more, I hope this helps, and if you have a table use it. If not, you're stuck using the floor for your layout, which, depending on your floor, if it's tile like me, can really hurt. So yeah, and make sure you sweep the floor before you do your layout if you have to use the floor. Something I admit I forgot to do, so now I've got a whole bunch of dust and whatnot on the back side of my fabric. So yeah, so if you use the floor, sweep it beforehand. If you have a table, a large table, use it. Okay, so see you in my next video which is after cutting out the layout, and yeah, so see you soon.